I've hiked to the lower Pomona mine probably 3 times before this hike. And I've been to the upper mine the same number of times on other hikes. There's nothing tricky about the route. The Pomona Mine Trail is really just a rocky and steep former mining road that leads you to a boulder where the trail splits into 2 former mule trails. The lower trail goes to the lower mine and the upper trail goes to, well, you get it. And yet somehow today, when I decided to hike to both of the mines on one hike, it was a little like I was in the episode of Lassie, when Timmy went on a hike by himself and got in over his head. So here's the deal. The route starts at the mouth of Brown Canyon, which got its name from the Brown family, who settled here in the late 1800s. You can park just outside the ranch house, which was actually built by the Haverty brothers in the early 1900s, not the Brown family, and check out the old windmill and corral before you get started. The Forest Service acquired this land in 1998. Pay the fee or display your pass and head up Brown Canyon Trail. Along the way, you'll pass the remains of a home, and there are some mining-related things here and there too, but mostly the land was used for ranching after the mid-1900s. At the 2-mile mark, you'll pick up the Pomona Mine Trail where it branches off to the right. This used to be where the Pomona Mine Trail sign was. I'm going to head up this way towards the mines. This is where, as the Trails of the Huachuca Trail Guide puts it, the route turns into a hot, steep, and strenuous hike. It's a shadeless scorcher on a warm day, which is why I made sure to hike it on a cool one. After a mile, you'll reach that boulder that I mentioned earlier, and this is where the route to the lower mine splits from the route to the upper one. This upper track here to go to the upper mine. It seemed like a good idea to go to the lower mine first because it's the flatter and shorter of the 2 trails. I stopped at the 1929 Chrysler that had been rigged up to be used for some sort of mining-related task and waved to the crowds. And this must have jinxed me. I knew the mine was barely 100 yards farther, but what I forgot is that there's a tall jumble of rocks blocking the mine opening from view.
This sure is a keen day for a hike.
In my memory, the opening was in Clearview, like so many other mines in the Huachucas. So instead of seeing the mine behind the rock jumble, my eyes noticed a social trail that's new since the last time I was here about 3 years ago. And darned if I didn't start up that social trail. Okay, that didn't actually happen to me. What did happen is that even though I knew I had somehow missed the lower mine, I scrambled a couple hundred miserable meters up the side of the mountain, hoping I wouldn't tumble down like Timmy, because Lassie certainly wasn't coming my way anytime soon. Fortunately, my map showed I'd soon reach the upper mine, and after 10 sorry minutes of scrambling, I did. Then, because I was so annoyed with myself about that lower mine situation, I headed back down to the boulder where the trail split, and headed right up and over that pile of rocks to the lower mine. I never go into mines, and I didn't go into either of these 2 either. But the location of it is now burned into my memory, gosh darn it. And then it was 3.5 miles back to the ranch, the same way I came. I was trying to think up some kind of inspirational quote to add to the end of this story.
Do you think he learned anything from this, Lassie?
All I could think of was, don't be like Timmy. Or me. All in all, this route was 8 miles with about 2,300 feet of elevation gain. If it's not exactly your type of hike, click one of the links at the end of this video, and I think you'll find one that suits you.
Never up, never down, never.
And I'll see you on the next hike.
Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do.
We can't go on a hike today, girl. Well, maybe. Just the two of us. On a little hike. Come on, girl.